Hey, what's up, everybody? We are waiting currently. We're about to be joined by our guest for the evening with his press release. We are awaiting the arrival of the Rolls Royce of professional wrestling, Pony Boy Brino Royce. Now, we're going to be doing these press releases once a month. And what this does is it lines up for the month that we have coming up where you can find Pony Boy as well as other things. He's going to talk about his opponents and all these details. So, as I said, we're awaiting his arrival. So, feel free to, send me messages, questions, whatever. If you got anything for Brino, most of the time, uh, you know, he will get right at him, but, it's going to be at his leisure. Um, Anybody got anything they want to throw at there? Go ahead. Like I say, we're just going to be waiting on him for a few minutes, and then we should be good to go from there. That's better. Setting up some adjustments here on the screen. Uh, Hope everybody's doing well out there. We're just trying to get some things set up while we wait for the Rolls Royce to peruse on in here. So everybody been good today. It wasn't too hot. We had a little storm, and apparently we've been having earthquakes as of late in this area. And yeah, I know AEW's on. I got it on the side screen right now. Oh man, yeah, that was a really good show. Hell yeah, I agree. I can't wait to be back there in September. Actually, twice in September. Pro Wrestling Union will be doing a little something, but those announcements will be made starting July 4th. We'll start announcing that. Um, so that'll be really cool, Randy. Yeah, it was. I At first I wasn't sure who it was yelling at me, and then I was like, "Oh, damn, that's who that is." But it was good to see everybody. I'm inclined to agree. I thought they had a stellar matchup. Um, there was a lot that went into that. Um, I enjoy, man. Look, I enjoy good pro wrestling, and it doesn't matter whether it's indoors, outdoors. It doesn't matter where it's at. Um, if the matches are good, then it's good pro wrestling in my book. If the matches are trash and the event's trash, then it's just a shit show. But that's neither here nor there. Um, what else we got going on? I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see where they go with that too. Yeah, I'm interested to see what's next for Drew Hood and Pro Wrestling Union, and I'm interested to see who's next for Randy Wayne. Um, I don't have much information on either one, but I can tell you this: Randy's got to be pissed. So I'd hate to be on the other side of the ring. I'd really hate to be on the other side of the ring. Oh man. Like I said, folks, we any moment now on Brino Standard Time, the man should be rolling in. Let me check and make sure that the message got sent to him. Yeah, it's there. He got the invite, so as I said, we're just waiting on him to arrive. um, so either way, we can talk AEW until he shows up at this point. but because like I say, they're doing their blood and guts show tonight. I don't know how much blood or guts is going to be on there, but if it's anything like Sunday night was, I would just prefer to have invested in the razor company that they buy their blades from. It's ridiculous how much they use. What's up, Elliot? How you doing, man? Nothing much, chilling, waiting on. Um, I'm waiting on being there and or just waiting on my guests to arrive. Facebook user, whoever you are, there is a um, StreamYard link that you can click from my show. And what will happen there is you will go and give them permission to, you know, to show your name. I'm trying to figure out where that is or who that was that said that. Because normally I don't have that issue. But yeah, go to StreamYard and give them approval to use your uh, name or likeness or whatever, and you'll be good to go. I'm checking to see if I can tell who it was. I wonder if it's on this page. Oh, I know who it was. That was Wanda. Hey, how you doing? Uh, so I had to go through and look because you haven't done the thing for StreamYard. They require you to give them permission to broadcast your name. That's all it is. It's not like you're signing up for something sinister and there's no hackware or any of that shit. Um, Either way. So who's got anything they want to bring up wrestling wise besides how much blood John Moxley shed Saturday night or Sunday night? That was ridiculous, right? I looked at him later in the evening and he just had like this giant triangle on his forehead. I'm like, who in the hell did that? I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you go through all that? Um, but I'm checking now to find out if Brino. Oh, you got PCW coming up July 9th. I am unfortunately not going to make that one. I won't be here. So uh, I know y'all had something going on for August. I don't know where it's at right now, but have your people contact my people and we will, we'll set something up. I definitely want to make it back there for another show. Just as of late, been busier than hell. So, but at this time, ladies and gentlemen, my guest for the evening, Pony Boy, Brino Royce. How you doing, sir?
Thank you for having me, man. I'm good.
All right. So what's up, boss?
Man, what's not up? Look, I feel like every time I come on your show, I'm doing a little bit better in life.
Really?
Every time.
Okay. So what's up with that?
So let's see what's new. The newest news with Brino. Just last week, I was able to meet the owner of the dealership that sponsors me, Parks Buick GMC. They own several branches up and down the southeast, and I was able to meet the owner, the general manager of the South Carolina places, and the guy from the North Carolina places as well. And they went ahead and finalized the sponsorship. So that deal is copacetic. Everything is going great. We got a good show coming up Sunday, Pro Wrestling Savage. I mean, we
Well,
got some good stuff cooking, man.
oh, we always have good stuff cooking. But speaking of the sponsors, there we go.
Yes,
Parks Buick
sir.
GMC in Greenville. And also speaking about this Sunday, I don't see you on the poster still, but we know we're going to be there. Now, who are you facing this Sunday?
I am facing my good brother, Zay Vega.
Your good brother Zay Vega. Now, from what I
Yes, sir.
remember by watching your promo and watching his promo, there wasn't too much good to be said.
Well, the thing is, sometimes in a family, you can have a younger sibling that is more mature, more ready to go in the real world than the older siblings. And that's what we got here today. He doesn't know that I'm currently going to operate in both of our best interests, but I mean, That's what I'm doing. I got to preserve the family.
Okay. Now, Zay had a lot of very choice things to say when it came to his end of it. And you doing the you things that you say. Uh, he just seemed to be a lot more aggravated or agitated, and he seemed to be more aggressive. Now, you seem to be your standard calm, cool, collected self.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
With that being said, it seems that you may be taking this challenge lightly. Thoughts?
Um, I get that a lot. Not even just in wrestling, but in life in general. I don't panic under pressure because if you're already under pressure and then you choose to panic, no good is going to come from that situation.
Okay.
If you can't control yourself, you can't control the situation, right?
Right.
So I have the rules of wrestling on my side. I have the training staff that I have. I have the resources that I have. I don't have anything to be frazzled about. Like the ball is completely in my court.
Okay. Now, is there a stipulation to this that we are not aware of?
Oh, absolutely not. This is just this will be my debut match. I mean, I think it's also his debut match at Pro Wrestling Savage. We are about to showcase the, I guess, the original talent of King Enterprises when King Enterprises was a team versus a brand like it is now.
Right.
So he was a founding member, and I came in shortly after he did. So we really get to see Michael King's. We really get to see like his genius at work and the type of talent that he chooses to surround himself with.
Right. Another person who came up in that conversation, being an original, was actually young Mister Luke Fury.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. He was actually there before I was.
Gotcha.
I think Luke and Zay both they actually had a say in helping name King Enterprises. So they're actually shareholders.
Okay. Well, James Roberts commented in, "It's that pony boy."
It is. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. What's up, James?
Well, I don't know too much about what's up, but either way, man. So that's just the first weekend in July. Now,
That's just the first one.
moving further into the month, what else do we have? Because you didn't send
Okay,
me any
so
material on this.
the following week, which is what is that the ninth?
Yes, the ninth.
Yeah, we are down in Georgia at SWA.
Okay.
And then the following week, the 16th, we are in North Carolina at HWA. The 23rd, I am nowhere. Brino likes his rest. That's going to be a manicure and cigar day. And then the 30th is Brino Appreciation Day, aka Brino's birthday. So there will be no show that week. And there may be one on I'm thinking the 29th, the day before Brino Day. We're not like finalizing what's going on yet, but there are all talks to go ahead and add some, and I don't want to say where yet.
Okay. That's understandable.
But that
Um,
show, should everything be finalized correctly, it'll be a big deal.
oh yeah, I have a feeling it'll be a if it's the show I am working on, it will be announced the 24th with a recap of my events of the 23rd. But we'll go from there. We have another person joined in, Mr. Cole Maccabee. Good evening, sir.
Mr. Maccabee, good evening, my friend. How are you?
So tell me, what can we expect this weekend?
You can expect the chief ambassador of King Enterprises to be elegant, to be classy, and to be dominant. This will not be a fight. This will not be a battle. This will not be a war. Whatever else Zay has been saying, it's not going to be that. He is going to. Well, let me start by saying this. Zay, we've seen each other wrestle, but we have never trained with or wrestled each other. So he's kind of from the outside looking in. And this happens with just about everybody I wrestle. You haven't seen me on the indie circuit for a whole bunch. You haven't seen me working every single weekend a whole bunch. So you have this kind of preconceived notion of what I am. And then the bell rings and I actually get hands on you.
Right.
And you're like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy's really good at what he does.
Now,
And go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh no. Uh, Speaking of, yeah, you need to look at that because that was just sent to me, and it's optional. It's the ball's in your court on it whether or not you want to use it. That was just sent to me, and I made it clear this is not my decision. It is entirely up to you if you want that used.
I mean, we might as well, should we?
Yeah, I am all I
Throw
am
it up
all
on the
down with that.
screen, baby. Throw it up.
Okay, all right. You have to give me a minute. I have to go download it and everything else.
Okay, no worries. I'll go ahead and continue and close out this point.
Oh
What Zay
yes.
does not realize yet is that he is about to play Brino Royce's game.
Okay.
Because the things about his war, his battle, his fighting style is the rules of wrestling are against that. So if he wants to get disqualified, I will happily take that DQ win. Brino gets paid either way.
Right.
And the only thing Brino is there to do is to get paid.
I fully understand. So I still I am still at awe in what we just received because I didn't think we'd get anything this early. Now we don't have a match. We don't have a match. That's not what we're announcing here.
I
But what
mean,
we are announcing.
with the stars in this visual, though, do we even need one? Like, we could show up, and that would be enough, I think.
I mean, it'll definitely draw some attention. But ladies and gentlemen, an early present for everybody. We're going to show this image showing you what you can expect in September.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
The Sovereign Parade of Champions. Man, Saturday, September 10th, that is Pro Wrestling Union. That is going to be a killer show. I
Yes,
cannot wait for
sir.
that. I cannot confirm or deny anything else I know of that show. I
Neither
can
can I.
only
Neither can I.
I can only regurgitate what I am permitted to by all parties involved. That is how that works. Um,
Absolutely.
I don't like you get some of these people on here or they like to spill the beans early. They like to
Yeah,
they like to post and share. And I'm not talking about, a video that came out the other day that wasn't supposed to come out, but I'm saying in general. It's crazy how many people will like not WWE does it too, where they'll like announce a match 6 months away for a certain area, and
yeah,
it's got somebody else wearing the title. It's like, hey, herpaderp, you didn't think this through,
yeah. I'm like, cool. Okay, so we know such and such has to drop the belt.
right?
So,
And we know XYZ a person's going to be the champion. Why?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
hate that stuff. And I mean, as of right now, that's shaping up to be a good show. There's a lot of good stuff. I know we got coming up later on in the year.
Well, I mean,
September's
as long as Cole is involved, it's gonna be a good show. There's always good stuff coming from Cole McAfee.
Yeah. That is an entirely accurate statement. I 100% agree. Um, I know there's definitely going to be more shows in September, but that one I'm looking forward to. But as far as July goes, man, July is going to be a nice chill month for me, so
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Um, I'm still working a handful of shows for the month of July, but you know, what I can't seem to get past is when because I had a conversation with Zay, just me and him, and it was at a wrestling show. I didn't know who he was, and he didn't know who I was until we figured it out. And I was like, "Oh, dude, I don't know if I can even talk to you right now because I knew what was coming." And he kind of got a little defensive about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, there's no need for that. I'm not an active competitor. I'm just a guy.
I mean,
I just handle the production sides."
you are il consigliere.
Yeah, this is true. And that's what's man, people have not figured out that. Go get a dictionary or go watch a freaking mafia movie. Do us all a favor and figure life out, please. Like they don't know what it means. So I've had to explain it to them. And I don't want to explain things. I just want to do things.
I mean, wrong. We're in South Carolina. That is a 5 syllable word. I mean,
Yeah, this is also true. But I mean, I find it funny, man. And I'm surprised as hell that Zay Vega's not on here.
on where?
On the live show in the comments. Normally people want to see and hear what their opponents are going to say if they hope to have a fighting chance against them. Has he already kind
This is
of
true.
resolved to the fact that he's not going to be able to handle the Rolls Royce of professional wrestling?
If he has, I would say that is the mature way to go. I mean,
Well,
I think self awareness is a very attractive feature for an adult to have. You know what I mean?
oh well, he is
Oh,
here.
that's my brother.
Oh,
That's
your
my older
brother.
brother. That's my
Uh,
big brother.
oh, he's here. Well, that's interesting. I don't really do too much talking. Interesting. Well, I'll put you, I guess, Mr. Vega. Tomorrow night, you'll have your chance. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I'll interview you right here.
A- And as far as competing against me, that's the only chance there will be.
Oh, man. Well, either way, uh, I'm interested to see the events of Sunday. I'm interested to see the match. I've seen you work before. I've actually never seen Zay Vega perform in person. So I'm interested to see how that works. It's
Oh,
it's definitely a
yo,
clash of styles.
talented. Talented for sure. He has like the most gorgeous calf kick I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like gorgeous. And you know I'm all about like kicks and like Muay Thai and form and stuff. Like the form on that kick is gorgeous.
Hmm.
Talented
Oh,
cat for sure.
we have another person chiming in, Mr. Michael King. Time for Zay to come back to the family.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Let's do that. Let's let the people know what's real. Perfect. That's exactly, how this goes. We talked to one, we talked to two, then we talked to both.
And look,
So
this is I keep trying to tell people like Zay and I, we aren't mad at each other, you know. Siblings fight all the time. It's just that these two siblings are smart enough to make people pay to come see it.
that's a hell of a point. So let's go ahead and shoot for Saturday. We'll have you two both come on Saturday together.
Done.
And that way we've got, you know, three three chances. You say
Okay.
your piece, he says his piece, and then we put the pieces together on Saturday night. Sunday in the ring, it all gets settled, no
Absolutely. And
matter what.
it will be settled no matter what. Yeah.
You know? Now, let's see here. Sunday will be at the Connected Entertainment and Wellness Center,
That's
Salisbury,
correct.
North Carolina. Um, that's a neat little venue. That
Yeah,
is a cool
absolutely.
spot. I dig that spot. It was hell to find the first time, but it's okay.
But look,
And
the whole community comes out and like plays their part and making an event come like to life. I love that about their place. Love it.
right, yeah, vendors and all that, and you got man. Look here, look who's chiming in now. Brandon Chuck Brown.
Yes, sir.
He was
What's
the
good?
MC. He was the MC when we was there last time.
Yes, sir. That's my guy.
Yep. Man, it was just a cool spot. It was nice and relaxed. Uh, I know we just gonna have to put some smoke in the air after the show. Be good to
Absolutely.
go then.
Yes, sir. A celebratory cigar is always nice.
War of Indies at Connected Entertainment and Wellness Center, Sunday, July 3rd from 2 to 6. Man, I hope the hell we out of there before 6. Well, I got a long ride home, though. I'm getting down the road. It'll be a cool event, even if it's done before 6 o'clock. It'll still be a cool event. But I mean, I'm hoping to be out of there sooner than that. That's a drive, Chief.
It was. It was.
It's all good. It was worth the drive the last time we went. That was a cool experience. So I'm excited because it's your debut for Pro Wrestling Savage. It's
Absolutely.
Zay Vega's debut for Pro Wrestling Savage, and it's my debut for Pro Wrestling Savage as a ring announcer. And I'm doing commentary.
Oh wow, what a
That
man. Look,
and
it's the hardest this is the hardest working man on the indies, bro. Ron Emerson is the hardest working man.
from what I understand, the commentary is going to be live broadcast for everybody to hear
Oh
inside.
wow.
So they're going to do it like they did. You remember MomoCon,
Okay, that puts it like so much more in my favor.
right? Now, and look, Mr. Young Gavin Tyler showing respect to Brino.
My dog, you got the uniform on? That's an insider. He knows what I'm talking about.
All right. Bobby Fulton and George South will be in the building. Yes, they
Good,
will.
good for Bobby Fulton and George South.
Yep. And no pressure on the live commentary. Hey, that's the great thing. It's live. It is what it is. It will be what it will be, thus proclaimed. Manny Mac will be there live also. Yes, he will. I'm excited to meet that guy because Mr. Mac has hit me up, and the conversations have been beginning, and we'll see what the ending looks like in time. Oh, I haven't talked to you about that. That we'll
You
we'll we'll,
haven't. You haven't.
we'll
I'm in the headlights right now.
yeah we will put a pin in that for a little later. Yeah, the XWW. Yeah, I know what XWW is.
Oh, okay, okay. I do know that place. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, place. No, there's a Roku channel. There is a professional wrestling channel on Roku,
Oh well,
and
look. I need you and Michael King immediately to get on there and put Brino's face there. Like if I should be there.
well, there's things. There's things. I'm just waiting on the phone call. I'll
I was
put
about
it
to say,
that
well,
way.
usually when you say that, it's good things for Brino. So we're
So
gonna take it. We're gonna take
there's
it.
things there. There's things coming. I can't divulge because no official um, deals have been made yet. Oh, he's coming to watch Brino, says Michael King.
That's a smart
It's
man.
quite possible.
That's a
Yeah.
genius. That's a genius level thinker right there.
I mean, I'm all about it. I'm just I'm ready for Sunday, dude. I'm ready for Sunday. I'm absolutely ready for Sunday.
I cannot wait to just have this showcase of class and elegance in the ring. Can't wait.
Oh, that's wishful thinking, said Zay Vega. Well, who knows? Zay, you seem to have a little bit of thought here towards this. I can't wait to hear your points tomorrow. Uh, you know, so the month of July, man, seems to be pretty good, and it's Brino's month. Because it's
Of
your birthday
course,
later in the month.
absolutely. And
I
what
am
better way to start this off with a dub over your big brother? I mean, what little brother doesn't want to beat his older sibling? I get to start my birth month off by making this man honor the mat. I mean, I got a light schedule. I'm chilling. I mean, I'm doing excellent right now. I'm having an excellent go at things right now.
Oh yeah, things have been going pretty good. There's a lot of places that seem to be more interested in Brino.
And I haven't had to like try yet. I'm just out here wrestling. That's it. I mean, because you got to think I'm also a three-sport athlete. We got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We got Muay Thai. I've been having a lot of mercy on people by just wrestling them.
Right.
Because I could very easily do a Muay Thai round kick, sleep. I could very easily take a guillotine, a rear naked choke, a head and arm choke, a triangle choke, any kind of choke and put you to sleep. But I'm having mercy on everybody by following the rules of wrestling. I mean, I may be the single most generous wrestler on the indies.
That is quite possible. It is quite possible. And see, some people haven't seen it, but that's their mistake. Uh, I've seen the way you manipulate somebody's joints and ligaments, and I can hear cartilage, stretching, and you
And
can hear that snap when it happens.
like one thing, it is a heavy toll to take because like I can still hear Johnny Romano's screams in my sleep sometimes, wakes me up. But that is just the price you pay to be as good as Brino.
Now, because we brought up MomoCon, we gotta do this thing. We
Okay, let's
gotta
do it.
we gotta say our condolences for Dirty Don. Uh,
Oh, absolutely,
he
absolutely.
passed away this morning. We send our sincerest regards to his friends, family, and compatriots of the ring. That that sucks. That's not some news you want to hear. Uh, I had just got home and sat down, and that was what I got. I'm like,
Yeah.
geez, are you serious? That sucks. Um,
Yeah, I would. Could we go ahead and do like a moment of silence real quick?
oh,
Just
100%. Yeah, it was. I don't know any of the details, so I'm not going to go into it. But it was just something. And then Eric Nelson from Stranglehold reached out to me and said, "Did you get to meet him?" I was like, "Yeah, I got to meet him when I got done the show. I did the same thing there that I do everywhere. I walked around and shook hands with everybody and thanked them, and then found my way to the nearest exit. So I did get a brief few moments to chat with him. Seemed like a nice guy, and he was involved with a lot of stuff at the MoboCon. So did you
yeah,
get a
man.
chance
That is.
to talk to him?
I did not, and either way, it's just always hard when you know somebody in the business that you were just like in the same place as passes away.
Yeah,
Just gets you, of course, thinking about a lot. I mean, thinking a lot about like mortality and just like how real life is, you know. Like I could have just been in the same spaces or shared a locker room with somebody, and tomorrow they could be gone. So that's always really grounding.
Right. It is. It's quite sombering. Yes.
Yeah.
We got to watch using the big words, by the way, but that's okay. Um, man, as far as it goes, I mean, because we already knew about a lot of the last time we did this, we had the contract, and is everything going good? Is how's your contract treating you?
Man, business is going great. I mean, everything is always moving forward. Everything is copacetic, and that's really going to boil down to Michael King and I really have a lot of similarities when it comes to running business and how a human being should conduct themselves. So there's rarely ever a problem that can't get resolved.
Okay. Now, interesting point just came across here. July 4th, we'll be announcing a new sponsor for King Enterprises and the Sovereign.
Which will be a surprise to Brino because I was not aware. So it looks like we have some good news coming up.
Man, July 4th just seems to be booming with explosive news uh, because a lot of so that September 10th show is going to have a lot of announcements as well on that day. So it'll also be breaking news for King Enterprises and the talent of King Enterprises.
Look,
Um,
man, I tell every time I get on here, we doing a little bit better in life. We always got. I mean, imagine this time next year, what's gonna be going on?
man, I'm in a lot better place than I have been the last couple of days because, like, man, I said my piece on Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Monday, the more I thought about things, the angrier I got. Tuesday, I spent the whole day pissed off.
yeah, yeah. and
And
look,
and
and look, and I wasn't even there.
dude, I s-
Look, I
right.
can't imagine like to be where you were, like how close you were. I'll probably still be mad. Like,
I so the reality is I had a lot of conversations with a lot of professionals in the industry in the last 48 hours. And I owe a debt of gratitude to each of them that I've spoken to because it makes uh you know, I know I didn't damage myself. You
yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like I know I'm square across the board on all my shit. So
I mean, that
that's
also speaks to like you as a person though, because if you weren't a professional, you wouldn't even be worried about it. You know what I mean?
right. I agree. And that was my thing. I think that's half the reason I was so pissed off by it was because man, this shit doesn't look good for me at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I made the statement of absolving myself, and that was under nobody else's guidance but my own.
Is Cole still in here?
I can't tell, but Dr- David said interesting.
Oh,
It's
I
very
love this
interesting,
dude.
David. This
Yeah,
is
I'm a big fan of his work on commentary. That's the
so
man
am
right there.
I, dude. He is about one of the best color commentators I've ever heard in my life.
That's the man right there. Yes, sir.
Corey Fortenberry has chimed in.
My
Hey
guy,
guys,
how are
what's
you?
up, man? You know, I I like watching that kid work. I do. It's interesting.
I like tying them up.
You like tying them up. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. I'll see you July 9th.
Well, I'm sure everybody else who also buys a ticket will see me there too. So that's don't feel special.
Oh, okay. July 9th is SWA.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Y'all going all the way down to Georgia.
All the way down to Georgia.
What a, I the last time I went was in Atlanta, but the time before that, I swear when I crossed the state lines, the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia" was playing. Ugh. Now I'm gonna see you across from me. Okay, so you
Well, you
guys are driving all the way to hell down there to have a match against each other. That's interesting.
well, he won't see for too long if I'm across him. If that booking information is correct, he won't see for too long.
Well, I got no idea. The only
I mean,
opponent.
and that is statistically speaking. I think I have been across the ring from him now 5 times, and all 5 times he has ended up stretched out, tied up, or put to sleep. That's math. I mean,
Oh shit! Whoops! If I was coughing on air, my bad. Oh man. Yeah, well, you had me laughing with the whole every time I see him, he's stretched out, stretched up, tied up, and struggling. Brino, you still have the tapestry.
that tapestry, that one.
Yeah, apparently. Brino is an American hero. Yes.
Look, Luka Daniels is my brother right there. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. It won't be the same outcome as you think. All right. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I was surprised when I seen Luca roll through last weekend. When I seen him come through on Friday night. I was like, the hell you doing here? I didn't
Look,
expect to see him too much no more.
Luka is everywhere, man.
Dude, he's y'all give me credit for being the hardest working person in Indy, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: there's a lot of them out there.
Look, he can be in Georgia, he can be in North Carolina, he can be on TV. Luka is everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm still not sure about this. It won't be the same outcome as you think. Well,
Well, look, here's the thing. Brino is a man who trusts the experts, the mathematicians, the scientists, and the numbers say that you come up a day late and $1 short every single time. So come July 9th, I don't, you know what? Whatever date it is, anytime you end up across the ring from me, I'm gonna be handing out lollipops and ass whoopings, and I'm gonna be fresh out of lollipops every time.
oh man, you know, speaking of that, it is. I find it very interesting how different people interact different ways when it comes to the fans and how they make their entrances, whether they're dressed to perform or they're just dressed. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
And the one thing about you is whether you're working in the ring or you're working the microphone, you always walk in with that same cadence and you always move with that same pace. You don't change that. Some people when they're coming out to talk, they just kind of slowly dwaddle their way to the thing and they climb on in the ring nice and slow. And nah, it's with you, you always pace the crowd and then you climb in where you want, how you want to, whether you want somebody to lower the ropes or you just want to walk in your own power, whatever. It's different. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So part of my entire game, whether that comes from where I'm walking, whether or not I am working on the show or not, whether or not I'm wrestling or I'm coming in for my entrance, I'm in control. Brino is always in control. You're not going to see a flustered Brino Royce. You're not going to see a nervous Brino Royce. You're not going to see an overly angry Brino Royce. I move on
Right.
my own pace at my own time if I want to. That's if I want to be there. And I think a big part of my character is being self aware and realizing, hey, I'm rich. What am I nervous about?
Right.
Like whether or not I lose or win, I'm still going back home to millions. I'm still going back home to my company, resources. Like I am into this character.
Right. Well, you are that character.
And I am that character. And that's like another reason why it's so easy. It's not like I'm having to budget to get the things I wear or to like I actually dress like this, you know? It's not like I'm having to
It's the only
go
time I've
ahead.
ever seen you wear a t-shirt,
And
ever.
look,
And
that's
I've known
because
and
it's and
how
that's
long
because
have
it's
I
a
known you?
brand new sponsor. Like for just about a year now.
At least.
We're coming up on it. And look, that's just because this is a sponsor for Brino Royce. Like everything I do is on purpose.
Right. Let's catch up on some comments here. Brandon Chuck Brown, Brino Royce is so smooth. Yes, he is. David, respect the drip.
Yo, that's a
There
new
you go.
hashtag. We're gonna get you your 10% on that, baby.
Hashtag respect the drip.
Respect the
All right,
drill.
then.
Yes, sir.
Zay Vega, are you ready for the smoothness of Brino Royce? Well,
You know what, Mr. Brown? A lot of people think they are, and then they end up tied up or twisted up or knocked out. So, I mean,
yo. Oh, and it's. I'll wait for that one. I'll wait for that one. There's some other things that need to be said, but
looks
that can.
important. Whatever it is, it looks
It's
important. I want.
it is it is important, but it's not important now. It's important, but
Okay.
it's not relevant. How's that?
Okay. What a man.
That's
Differentiating.
yeah. Importance versus relevance are they're two different. I'm a scatterbrained some bitch. You know this,
I do.
but
I do.
but I'm trying to keep it as cool as we can here. Um, let's see. Michael King says discipline and consistency. That is accurate. Zay Vega had to say, "I'm ready for whatever and then some." Very interesting point, Zay.
You know what? Maybe I'll train a new kick that I haven't uh ever done and just name that kick and then some.
Oh, you know what would be you remember some of the moves you and I discussed
I do.
way back when?
I train those moves regularly now.
I I think this weekend would be a hell of a time to showcase those.
You know what? I agree. We can definitely move some things around in the training regimen and get ready to put that into the repertoire.
I really believe that this would be the ideal situation to unleash the fury, and we don't mean Nick or Luke. Uh, we just mean in general. Brino is the master of details. All right.
The minutia.
Yep. He's the top quality. Man, telling you what I know.
This man might be a genius. Hey, look,
He
he
is.
might be on to something.
He
He
is.
might be
I'm
on to
telling you,
something.
if if Manny Mac knows what's up, Manny Mac's gonna be calling him. That's no joke at all. I swear. That dude was so good on commentary. It was like,
Yes. Yo, look, there were times in the match where I would do a move and I would like have Johnny in some kind of hold and he would be talking about it. I'm like, dang, I might be killing it. Like I might be.
right. Well, it's not just that. It was some of the things he would say, like he would say a dirty word, but it wouldn't be dirty because of how he would use it. And I'm like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's brilliant. I couldn't pull this off because I'm just dirty and it is
And
what
then
it is.
the mono, our mono, what a man.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mono e Romano. Yeah.
what a
That was
man.
funny. It was top, man. I swear him and then Allen was doing awesome with the actual play by play.
Yes, 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 yes.
But you could tell them dudes
Which nobody does on commentary anymore. You know,
ah Michael Cole still does.
I don't know. I mean, on our level,
There's
like
commentary on our level? No.
exactly. And
No.
then if
I
there
no.
is, it's like two dudes just giving their opinion
Nah.
versus a play-by-play guy and a color guy. Like they killed it.
Cole McAbee does it by himself. And he doesn't do bad throwing shades of both in there.
Okay.
If you saw the last episode of Explosion where the camera guy got knocked down, well, fell down backwards to avoid getting hit by a 6 foot plus 250 plus pounder being thrown up and over the top rope at him.
Somebody hit my consigliere?
No, it went up and over me and landed over
Oh,
that way
okay.
about 3
Yeah.
feet,
We
and
almost had another problem.
I was like, "Oh god," but I had to fold up in ways that the human body's not supposed to contort to get there. It's a good thing
What's
I have hypermobility in my joints.
we almost had another problem.
Yeah. When
Gotta keep
you're
the staff safe.
when the tips of your toes touch the tips of your elbows, you have achieved something.
Well, we don't know what it is, but something.
Yeah,
So
it's something. I don't know what the hell it was, but I didn't get hit by a person, so that's fine. But either way, man, we've been on here about I've been on here about 50 minutes. You've been on here about 40. Um, do you have anything left you would like to add to the conversation, man?
man, I'm just going into this week very much with like a great sense of duty, great sense of responsibility because I'm a I'm preparing to assume leadership in this family. Well, not even really assume leadership, but to confirm my leadership in this family because I'm already the chief ambassador. Already got business deals finalized. Already am coming in on such a high note, but we have to officially kind of recognize me as the leader of this family, and toppling over Zay Vega is how I do that. This
Okay.
is because we're going to give an official new face to what King Enterprises is. And we can't really do that until we acknowledge what it was and where it came from. And that's what Zay is, you know? So we are going to for sure give these people what they came to see, first and foremost. And then I'm going to check down my agenda, making sure these people remember that, hey, I'm at a sporting event, you know? You're going to see class, you're going to see sportsmanship, you are going to see skill, you're going to see talent, and you are going to see Zay Vega recognize me as his superior. And I am very much, I'm not even handling this personally. It's a lot of responsibility to assume, and it's a burden even to assume that much just leadership. But that time is here.
Right? Well, man, I I would wish you luck, but I already know how you feel about that. I will wish you safety
Yes,
because
sir. I appreciate that.
anytime anybody performs, you just want it to be as safe and efficient and effective as possible. So I will go that route with you.
Yes,
I know how
sir.
you feel about people wishing you luck. You don't need it.
Look, luck in my book is for the unprepared. If you're doing what you're doing, you won't need luck because you're ready anyway. So,
Right. All right, man. Well, I thank you for joining me and
I thank you for having me on, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
to the crowd who's been in attendance with us on and off throughout the evening, all the people who have commented, we greatly appreciate it. This has been the monthly press release for Brino Royce, King Enterprises. Uh, so, oh wait, we have a comment to add. Luck equals preparation plus opportunity. Okay. Well, in this instance, this has been the Rolls Royce of professional wrestling, Pony Boy Brino Royce. I, the consigliere, am of King Enterprises, and we are signing off. So, for that, we bid you adieu.
Good night, friends.